As Christians, we're called to help build the kingdom of heaven right here on earth. Just as Jesus teaches in the Lord's Prayer, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. But oftentimes, we as Christian businessmen and women wonder how we actually fit into this building of the kingdom. After all, the traditional opportunities within a church don't really appeal to us. But there is a calling for us also. We call it Missions 3.0, a kingdom-building initiative that harnesses our very talents as business people and therefore a much more effective use of our time, talent, and treasure than the traditional approaches that may be available today. First, some background. We're all familiar with Missions 1.0, based on Jesus' instruction to go make disciples of all nations, the Great Commission. Most often, it looks like this. Missionaries sent with the Bible by the church to a faraway place to go preach to the lost. Not exactly my calling, maybe not yours, but it's how the church has been doing business for so long that it just seems like the only way, until they discovered Missions 2.0. Now, Missions 2.0 combines some form of helpful aid, food, supplies, water wells, even teaching new skills to the locals, along with the gospel message, and that's right in line with Jesus' teaching on how we should help the poor. But what happens to that help when we leave and go back home? And how do we, as business people, fit into this? We're not preachers, and we're not specially called to go to some faraway place to bring what many times turns out to be temporary relief. That's where the Christian Business Angels comes in with what we call Missions 3.0, an approach designed to engage local talent to launch and grow businesses based on Christian principles that create meaningful and sustainable employment, helping eliminate poverty in Jesus' name. After all, God did create all people in his image, right? So we as Christian Business Angels work to identify, develop, and invest in local business talent for the creation of meaningful and sustainable employment right where this is most needed. Yes, Jesus gave the Great Commission to his disciples, but he actually spent more time explaining the importance of caring for those in need, didn't he? And if we, as business people who are blessed by God, are not the ones to help create this employment in Jesus' name, who then? Indeed, Missions 3.0 might be the very best way for us as Christian businessmen and women to apply our time, talent, and treasure towards building the kingdom of heaven right here on earth. And what about you? Is this your call too? Discover the Christian Business Angels and how you can help by coaching or training of entrepreneurs, by investment analysis, by participating as a guest speaker, or even as a behind-the-scenes donor. The Christian Business Angels offers a practical, all-hands-on-deck approach for experienced business people like you and I to build a kingdom of heaven right here on earth, unleashing local business talent to create meaningful and sustainable employment right where it is most needed. That's exactly in line with the teaching of Jesus himself. Isn't this your calling also?